It was just all this separate stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it season 7, the first episode with Glenn and Abraham. I think the next episode after that wasn't even anything to do with it.
It was Carol and Morgan at the
Kingdom. I mean, it's like,
and it was just
that,
a weird,
the ending of season 6, that 6-month-long wait to the premiere of season 7, and then the following episode 2, it's like, hold on a minute, we want to keep seeing what's going on now, and then that's just when it started breaking away too much for me. I felt.
I feel like it almost becomes whiplash, almost, with how the show will go from one plot to the other plot.
Yeah. But not that we're complaining or anything.
Yeah, we're not complaining. We love the show.
we still keep watching it and rewatching, and talking about it.
We're invested.
That's why we're so passionate about it, is because we're so invested in it.
Yeah, it's definitely plenty of things to talk about in regards to the show. And I cannot believe 6 spin-off shows. Well, I can't think of any other TV series that has ever done that. Maybe. What do you guys think about the spin-offs and all?
I mean, as I touched on just then, I think the main show itself was becoming a spin-off. So I think it's great now that they've got their own sort of story. So we don't have to wait 3 or 4 weeks to get back to Daryl, or 3 or 4 weeks to get back to Rick and Michonne and Negan and Maggie. It's just, hopefully it's just like their story, 6, 8 episodes, however many. Then the following series, same again. It's just going to be, hopefully, action, and nothing dragged out. So I'm looking forward to it in that respect.
I feel like I watched Fear when it first started coming out, however long ago that was. I think I got through that first season, and then I kind of dropped off. I watched both seasons of World Beyond. I actually kind of liked World Beyond, but I think for me and a lot of other people that watched it, we were hoping to hear something about Rick, because by that point Rick he had left the show. Yeah. And especially when you find out that Jadis was going to be in it to some degree, it's, it piques your interest. I feel like, I'm excited for Dead City, because I Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohen, they're fantastic. I like them on screen together, so I'm excited about that. I'm interested to see how Daryl gets to France somehow.
I know he could barely make it out of Alexandria, so how he ends up in France, that's the question everybody's asking, I think.
Because they got him off of his bike, I guess, and to France somehow. And I think everybody's excited for Rick and Michonne to see them again.
Me, absolutely. I don't know if you guys remember the cosplayers Jill Roby and Brandon. They were so good at it, and then they quit for whatever, But do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
They called themselves the Living Richon.
Was they the couple that were on Talking Dead?
Yes, they were really good. Yeah. And they got me interested very much in the Michonne Rick, getting to know them. I'm kind of looking forward to watching that, but that's not coming until next year, I heard.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the problem talking about the spinoffs, because most of them aren't even out yet. It's kind of hard to talk about it.
I know. Well, you did kind of talk about how you want them to be.
I do want them to be good. I think all of us want them to be good. I know a lot of people didn't like, was it Tales of the Walking Dead?
Yeah, I think I watched 2, maybe 3 episodes, and I've not been back to it since. It was just so strange and so bizarre.
Yeah,
I couldn't get my head around what was happening. There was one episode. It was like, have you seen the film Groundhog Day?
Oh, the time loop one.
It was just like, what? I just didn't know what was happening. I still don't understand it now.
I think it's good that they were trying something, but I don't think it really worked that well.
It makes me think of that. There's a movie out that won some awards called Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, you've got to see it.
Problem with some of these spinoffs is that, and I'm trying to figure out how to word this. you get so invested and we love these certain characters so much. I think it's hard
Yeah.
to sometimes just completely follow these different characters. And that's kind of why I think Dead City and the Daryl Dixon Show and Rick and Michonne is going to probably be easier for people to digest because it's people that we're familiar with. I know that I had stopped watching Fear, and when Morgan jumped over to Fear in season 4, I did watch a few episodes of that just because Morgan was there.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody had that same experience,
No, I mean,
but
with Fear the Walking Dead, I think I watched maybe the first 2 seasons, didn't bother on catch up, obviously, didn't bother for a while. And then I think it was when The Walking Dead sort of took a dive around season 7.
yeah,
I jumped back over to Fear the Walking Dead just for that fix, if you will. And it actually got really good. So much so that I thought it surpassed The Walking Dead in terms of quality, because it does mainly focus on a sole group of people, very much like the earlier seasons of The Walking Dead. And I don't know if you've seen the trailer for the final series of
I have.
with Morgan going back to his house, which is in the first episode of The Walking Dead. That got me like
That
a
makes
little
me
bit
excited.
tingly sensation. I was like, "Ooh!" So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, somebody mentioned, yeah, I've heard Jeffrey Dean Morgan mentioned quite a bit in the last few minutes. And I was thinking about how, like Suzahdi, we don't talk very much about Negan in our post, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a really good actor. Andy Lincoln is obviously a really good actor. But I don't know if you guys have watched Supernatural, where Jeffrey Dean Morgan is the father, John Winchester, and he's awesome in that show too. So, but then Rick Grimes, I was just talking with you, Tom, how Rick Grimes is so versatile, truly a Renaissance guy. The guy can sing, play an instrument, act, dance. Anyway, you guys take it from there, you know.
Go on, Shane. I'll let you start this one, mate.
There you go, Shane.
I mean, I think it's a testament to the reason why we come back to watch the show, even when it's off its footing, is you have these incredible actors like getting so like into these characters, and they're just so good at what they do that we're not necessarily coming back for the story, because the story can sometimes not always be the best, but it's the characters and the acting and how they sell them and portray them and make them feel real.
Yeah. Good answer, Shane. I like that.
Yeah, I could not have said it better myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much like the caliber of the acting skills and everything. I mean, Andy in season 3, where Judith were born, and you got the no, not the crying. You know, it's very much a meme now, isn't it? But I go back and watch that, and it does send like chills down my body, and how good it is, and you feel yourself getting emotional, because you can feel the pain that character's feeling, even though it's all acting. It's very, very believable, and so much like Negan when he's showing up and Andy's got the snot bubbles coming out and everything.
I remember watching that.
It's bang on. And Shane, you're absolutely right there. It's you're going back very much for the characters, and the character is obviously played by the actors, and that's what it's all about for me.